This is a tour of Bowlero in Oxnard, California. We're about to see Sink It, and there are two of them, and it's 6 credits on full price. Over here is the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, also 6 credits. And over there is a photo booth. Here is the King Kong VR ride, and it is a whopping 14 credits. That is a lot, but it's quite affordable on a half price day, but it's still a lot. Here is the called Red Zone Rush. It's only 3 credits. It's actually pretty good for full price. It's like 1.5 on half price, so that's actually a really good deal. And then over here are the 2 kiosks, and what is it? You get 350 credits for what, $100. That's actually not bad at all. So a lot of people say it's 2 credits per $1. That's only if you do like what, like the baseline. That's terrible. But never ever go for the base price. Always get the maximum, and you can get a lot more play for your $1. And if they have specials, like they used to have some really good deals, but they got rid of them. But yeah, if they have like those weekly specials, then definitely get those. Here is Pro Fishery, and the super bonus is $10.58, which is actually pretty decent, and 5 credits. I'm actually surprised this is cheaper than the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Point Pusher, because usually Pro Fishery is way overpriced, and with a tarot jackpot, I mean, $10.58 isn't really that great considering how much money you have to put in, but it's a lot better than all places. A lot of places have like at 100 or something like that. Over here is Halo, Fire Team Raven, and then here is Monopoly Roll and Go for 6 credits. I don't know why this game is as much as it is. Like I've seen it a lot of places like like way overpriced. It's just a wheel game, but I'm guessing like a lot of people just like it. It's just very simple, so like they lure people in. But I do not like these games because they're almost they're pretty much luck. I mean, you can kind of steal it, but for the most part, it's just a slot machine. Here's another kiosk, and then there's Angry Birds, and there's 3 of them, and they actually have a tower on each one of them, and the jackpot is $10.29, and it's 5 credits. So again, this is actually cheaper than Willy Wonka, which is pretty interesting. And then over here is Space Marine Frenzy, and I believe it's 4 credits. Yeah, 4 credits. And then here's Cruise Last Time 2. And here is another, what's called kiosk. And then over here is a check station, so you can see how much your card is worth. And then over here is a giant claw machine, and it's currently out of order. But I think it's like 10 or 11 credits often. And then here is a Rabbit Wing, so it's a 2-side claw machine. People playing over there. Here's the other side, it's just a flush, and what, 4 credits? Oh no, it's 6 credits. And then over here is the Down the Clown, and it's 6 credits. So I know that like LA, like the Westchester and Woodland Hills, they tend to be a little more expensive. But I do know that a lot of places actually just increase their prices by 1 credit on a lot of games across the board. So a lot of games are more expensive than they used to be, both based on location and on just time. So like this 6 credits could be reflecting the location and the price increase, or maybe both, or one or the other. Anyway, next to that is the ring toss, and I'm not sure what the jackpot is, but there is Let's Bounce, and ring toss is 5, and Let's Bounce is 4. Over here is Super X 3, and there are 2 of them, and they are 4 credits each. And then there is the World's Largest Pac-Man for 4, and there's a what's called a arcade table. And then here is what's called Cross the Road. Unfortunately, it is currently off, but it's beat 180 for 500. And then over here is Injustice Arcade for 6, and there is a Candy Factory, and next to that is a Hop Block, and it's 50 in a row, gets you 500. And what's called here is Hyper Pitch. There's actually a lot of games here, which are 5. There's Connect for Hoops, people are currently playing. Here is Tower Tickets. It's only 3. It's actually a really good deal. And they actually have the 1,000 pucks, and the little rods, whatever golf, are pretty shallow. So it's actually a really good deal. So yeah, there's 1,000 there, there's 750 there, there's 1,000 there. So yeah, there's a lot of high value. And they actually have Baseball Pro, which is really rare for a Bowlero. For 1,000, and it's 15 runs for 1,000. I'm not sure if fouls are outs or if fouls are strikes, but regardless, 1,000 is pretty good. Over here is milk that costs 5, and the jackpot is 1,000. Still expensive. Here is called Hoop It Up, and the jackpot is 250 and 1,000 for the Mega. It's 3 credits. And then here is what's called Quick Drop, and it's 5 credits. 385, kind of terrible actually. And then here is what's called Ice Ball FX for 2 credits. And then next one is All In. This is a very rare game. It's a lot like the what's called Jurassic World. And you pull the thing back and then you shoot it off. Whereas the Jurassic World, you just push it. But I've never really seen this game really take off. I kind of get it. It's really sensitive. Like, I don't know. I think the fact that you have the full control over the truck in Jurassic World versus pulling something back. Like, you never know how a spring will be. Like, it can it can wear down, and different places can have springs of different strength, I guess you want to call it, or tension. Here is 2-minute drill, and as always, the jackpot is 100, which I think is terrible, and 4 credits. This should be 500. I mean, they have some high jackpots with other games. I don't know why Bowlero has 2-minute drill at 100. It's always like that. Here is what's called NBA hoops, and there are 4 of them, and that's the Lakers, the what's that? Golden State Warriors, Kings, and I'm drawing a blank. What's that? LA Clippers. They're all 5 credits. And then over here is a game that I really like, but unfortunately it's almost always broken, but it's always worked here. It's Black Clown. It's only 2,000 for 500. That is a guaranteed win, and that one's 20 so it doesn't look like these are connected. Like, that's a really good deal. If I have the time, I would definitely play it, because that's a guaranteed win, assuming that this game works, because it could be due to a broken machine. This is why the games are having such a low score to beat. Here is tons of tickets times 2. That one's out of service. And here's another one, not out of service. It's 4 credits. Here is Most Legends, 5 or 9, and then 5 credits. I meant, but it's really cool, and it has a nice seat. Here is Minecraft Dungeon Arcade for 6 credits. And then there's actually more games. Like, this is actually a lot of games for Bowlero. Here is Tomb Raider, and it's a Tomb Raider EXE. It's not stopped working. There's Mario Kart DX. There is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There's Big Buck Hunter Reloaded. Here is what's called Willy Crash, and it's a tiny one. And then there is Whack and Win for 1,000. And I think it's everything. There's a big arcade sign, and if you walk around, yeah, there's just a lot of games here. Like, really interesting for Bowlero. And then over there are the what's called the lanes. So overall, it's very interesting to see a Bowlero with so many games. And you can see there's just like this alley that you go down. Like, there's just a lot of games. There's actually more games at this Bowlero than pretty much every other Bowlero. I'm not sure if Westchester has more, but there are definitely a lot of games at Westchester as well. But one other thing that's nice is that there are actual prizes. So brief look, here are all the candies. So they have M&M's for 30 and all the other things. They have some small toys. They have coloring books. They have tumblers. They have some prize up there. Yeah, they just have a lot of cool stuff. There's a little prize thing. But yeah, overall, it's just really cool to see a Bowlero with all these prizes and all these games. Like, and some of these games are somewhat rare. Like Red Zone Rush, you don't see that everywhere. And some of these other ones. But yeah, overall, this is definitely one of the better Bowleros. Unfortunately, it's just really far. It's like 2 to 3 hours away, and it's not a place that I could go to reliably, especially on half-off Wednesdays, which is when you kind of have to go if you want to take advantage of a regional prize. So everyone, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.